How are you lot saying? It's your boy here, and today what I have got for you, it is the MotoGP 2015 Valencia Grand Prix, the finale of the MotoGP season. This is where the championship's going to get decided. This is where all the marbles will be raised. I don't know. I mean, this is the one. This is the one, you know, that is going to settle the championships. Yeah. So right in the beginning, in practice, nothing much really happened. So yeah, and plus I didn't really see it. So yeah, qualifying one, I didn't see Q1. So apologies for that. I believe Petrucci and Pirro got through. Yeah. By the way, Pirro wild card for Ducati. So yeah. Also. I forgot to mention Rossi would be starting from the back because he got penalty points. He got 4, which meant that he would be starting from the back of the grid. So yeah, we actually got 3 from Malaysia, but he got 1 in Misano. So yeah, and that equaled to 4, which meant that he would be starting at the back of the grid. So yeah, and also there were a few new riders as well joining the MotoGP pack. So yeah, really forgot their names, but I know that there were a few new sort of wild cards added as well, along with Pirro. So yeah, so into Q1. Yeah, like I said, I didn't see Q1, Q2. I did see all of it. So yeah, Rossi, Pedrosa set the benchmark by going fastest. Marquez couldn't beat Lorenzo, so Lorenzo was second, third was Marquez. Rossi was pushing hard but really struggled in Q2. He would only manage to go as high as 9th, so really struggling with that bike there, so yeah. But then it wasn't over yet because they were about to do their second run, so yeah. Lorenzo went even quicker, now just to pole position for the race. Second was Marquez and third was Pedrosa. So yeah, Rossi pushed hard to try and see if he can upset the top 3, but in the end he lost the bike going through the hairpin out of the back straight, and as a result was out of qualifying, which meant that he would be starting. He'd be starting at the back regardless. I think he started 11th. It could have been 11th, but because of the 4 points, he would be starting at the back of the grid. So yeah. So moving on into the race, it was a good start from Lorenzo, Marquez, and Joseph. It was an equally good start from Rossi as he managed to jump a couple of bikes and move himself up into 16th. So yeah, good start from him there. And then after the first lap he would gain a few more positions to 14th, so yeah. And then really just from the first lap all the way to like about lap 16, lap 17, something like that, he would move himself up into 4th place, so yeah. Also Ineone, who was running 4th I believe, lost the bike and as a result was out of the race. Unfortunate for Ineone there. And then and as Rossi was getting through a couple of bikes, what really astounded me was that none of the riders was really challenging a lot. I know like Rossi is going for a championship, but still, like, if I was a rider not in the championship and someone who was a championship challenger was behind me, or a championship leader was behind me, I would fight them with everything I've got. I don't care if they're a championship contender. Like, this is what I was saying in my head when all of the other riders were just allowing Rossi through easily. I was just thinking, like, dude, like I know like they're trying to be respectful and trying to be like, they don't really want to get tangled in someone else's business, but still, like, they're a racer at the end of the day, you know, why not fight them for a bit, you know? But I don't know, man. I mean, it's just, I mean, if I was one of them, I would just fight them with everything I've got, to be honest, you know. I don't care. Like, that's the thing with me. I don't care if you're a championship challenger or a championship leader and I'm not in it. I will fight you with everything I've got, bruv. Because that is just racing. That is because I believe in equal racing. So yeah. that's just my opinion. So yeah, and that's just what I'd do, you know, if I was in that position. So yeah. So yeah, they just allowed him through most of the time, and just as a result, he just moved up to 4th place. 11 seconds off third, but then really it would just, then afterwards he would make no further progress as Pedrosa would pull out, as the top 3 would pull out a few seconds off Rossi to push him down to about 15 seconds. Yeah. So really afterwards it was really a 3-horse race for the win. So yeah, Marquez pushing hard to try and overtake Lorenzo there, and so was Pedrosa pretty much in the latter stage. I mean, at the beginning he wasn't really in the mix. It was really Marquez and Lorenzo, to be honest, for the win at the beginning and end. But then in the latter part, Pedrosa joined in the fun, and really it became a 3-horse race. Yeah. But then in the end it wasn't really enough for Marquez to overtake Lorenzo, so that meant that Lorenzo would take the victory and the World Championship, because the gap between Lorenzo and Rossi was 5 points. So as a result, Lorenzo is a 3-time MotoGP champion, a 5-time Moto champion, so many congrats to him there. He really deserved it. He really dominated this championship from start to finish. I mean, at the start he was struggling. He wasn't really fighting for podiums, but from Jerez onwards, because of the contract renewal from the team to Jorge, he had been absolutely mighty. He had been absolutely dominant. He has shown to us this season why he is one of the best MotoGP riders out there in history, or currently, you know. So yeah, a deserving champion, a deserving 3-time MotoGP champion. So yeah, like I said, many congrats to Jorge Lorenzo. He thoroughly deserves it. So yeah, second was Marc Marquez, the outgoing champion, last year's champ. Oh man, hopefully he'll do it next year. Third is Pedrosa. Good ride by him there, especially in the latter part when he was really fighting hard to try and get the win off Lorenzo Marquez there. So yeah. Fourth was Rossi, very disappointing, but oh well, that's racing, these things can happen, so yeah. And a very, very enjoyable race and a very enjoyable season. This is probably by far one of the best seasons I've ever had the privilege of watching, so yeah. I mean, this has just been a fantastic season. Hopefully we'll have something like this next year. This is where all the changes are going to happen. Michelin tyres, seamless gearboxes. I mean, this is just, oh my god, this has been a fantastic season, and I feel like this is going to get better and better, you know, from years to come. So yeah, I mean, this has just been an absolutely awesome season. So yeah. So that has been the MotoGP 2015 Valencia Grand Prix review for you guys, and of this season, 2015 review for you guys this season. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, hit the like button below, subscribe if you want to see, go to some boy. I am out. Peace.